Good evening. We'd like to welcome head coach LeVelle Moton to our press conference. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You'd like to give an opening statement on today's game.
Obviously we're happy just to be back on the floor. It seemed like foreign territory to everyone, including myself. It's really difficult. This pandemic has been really challenging. I think we've quarantined maybe 50 something days. We haven't played in the last 49 days. That's at the end of the day, they're humans and we're all creatures of habit. So my concern was we never developed any habits. There's only so much 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 basketball that you can play. That's been our practices pretty much 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. We were playing in Ice Cube Big Three League, I think we'll be okay. But in this sport, you got to run up and down the floor. And I was concerned. I was just trying to sub everyone and play everyone as best we possibly could, compensate for the lack of condition. So we're so far behind. We have so far to go. We don't look like a North Carolina Central basketball team. We got a long way to go, but a short time to get there. So we got to hurry up and turn some things around and fine tune some things. But overall, a good victory. I thought my freshman Justin came out and gave us a much needed spark. And it's crazy because he hasn't practiced at all. This kid hasn't even touched the floor. He just got released today and just came out here. And I knew he would have a good game because he plays so hard. And so I'm extremely happy for him.
We'll now open the floor for questions.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about getting those guys on the court there. It looked like right around the 10-minute mark, it seemed like they started to have some semblance of being able to gel and pull away. How nice was it to see them start to kind of hit their stride, if you would, out there against a squad like Carver?
Maybe you saw something I ain't see because I ain't seen no stride. So I appreciate that. I need to go back and look at the tape and see if I can see what you see because we looking at two different things. I didn't see a stride at all. I just saw a struggle. But, we were able to accumulate 94 points. And obviously we didn't defend. We gave up far too many points. And, there's a certain connectivity that, we've prided ourselves on playing on, and we just didn't have that on the defensive end. And that's the area that we need to improve most right now. And I think the offense will, always have to play secondary and play catch up. But, overall, I just think we have to get much better defensively.
Coach, how difficult was it for you guys to be patient and kind of wait those 48 days? And then how eager was your team to get back on the court tonight?
It was crazy because we didn't need patience. We just needed, the discipline. Because it's not like they told us, hey, y'all don't have another game until 48 days. So we were thinking we had games and practice and so on and so forth. And now we're hit with this and you're like, whoa, like what's going on? Like, then another person tests and another person tests. And was he with him? Was he with him? And now you got to go do the, we become the FBI and do all this tracking. And it just mentally, it exhausts you, right? And before you know it, what people don't understand, in quarantine, you can't do anything. Like you're in your room, you can't even come outside. And so these guys are coming out of their beds after 48 days. They haven't been working out and doing all that. They're coming out of their beds. And I was like, it's just really, really weird, man. This is crazy. And I told them, listen, I'm here for y'all. Whatever you want to do, I'm willing to do. You want to cancel the season, I understand. If you want to go ahead, I understand. You make the call and I'll stand by you. And they made the decision to continue. And, it takes a certain fortitude, and we have some seniors and they're a little older, so they know this is their last go round. And so they want to make the best out of their senior year. And I'm here to support them in doing so.
How did this opportunity tonight to play Carver come about? And how are you guys ready to, able to get ready so quickly?
I just told Reggie, my scheduling coordinator, Coach Sharp, he does an outstanding job of, being my right arm. And I just told him, listen, man, like, let's just try to schedule as many teams as we possibly can. Call everybody. Call the Lakers. I don't care who you call. Let me sit in the box and look at the 5 dudes run up and down the floor against 5 dudes from another team. Like, let's start there. And so he worked the phones and, we was trying to find some dates that could coincide in jail. Obviously they played 19 games. So that was my fear because, they're coming in here kind of clicking on all cylinders. This was our 5th game and, our first in 49 days. So Our last game was against Carolina. We thought we had a good rhythm, but we had a guy out with a concussion, had another start out with an ankle, got another start out with, COVID protocol. So we're just, man, we're all over the place. This is crazy. The more I talk about it, the crazier, it seems.
How do you guys prepare for a quick turnaround? I know you go right back into conference play on Monday. So what do you want your team to learn, or what experiences would you want them to gain in your non-conference journey? And do you feel like your team is prepared to play South Carolina State on Monday?
I don't think we're prepared to play South Carolina State. I don't think we're prepared to play anybody. I don't think we were prepared to play Carver, but such is life. You just got to go out there and just let the chips fall where they may right now at this particular point in the system, in the season. I don't think we've done anything special to prepare them. I've tried to motivate them every single day. I kicked them out of practice 2 days ago, right? Because I was like, look, it was like 3-on-3. It was the worst 3-on-3 game I ever seen in my life. So I was like, look, we're not wasting my time. I can go home and read to my kids. Y'all can go home and do something more appropriate with your time. So let's stop fooling ourselves. I put the balls up and I kicked them out of practice, but I did it to kind of motivate them, because I do want them to understand that despite all the circumstances and the difficult challenges, it is a blessing for us to be out here on this floor. And so the standard is the standard and the expectation is the expectation. Anytime you step between the lines, whether you got 5 people at practice, 6 or 7, or entire team, your responsibility is to go hard and honor those that came before you and pave the way for those that's going to come after you. And I'm always going to hold them to that standard. So I guess that's one of the motivating tactics I use. And, and I got my work cut out for them. Next is the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. We got that on speed because I got to dig deep this year.
Cool. Thank you.
Coach, baseball player here, so I might be seeing things that aren't there. I'll fully will admit to that one there. But my question is do you worry about these guys getting out there doing too much, being off for so long, and maybe trying to overexert and inadvertently, hurting themselves?
Well, that's a part of that is my job, and we had a large substitution going, right? So my thing was to get everybody in 2-3 minutes, and then get them out 2-3 minutes and try to get you out. And I told them we're going to rely on everyone. There's some guys who's in better condition than others. There's some guys who can push themselves further along than others. And I was aware of that. My coaching staff is aware of that. And, CJ, he can play a little longer. Nick can play a little longer than the average person, even though they were both winded. And so that's the struggle. You're really not coaching. You're just managing right now. So it's a crazy year. It's a crazy year.
And you brought up CJ. How nice is it to see him, I would say pick up where he left off, but to be able to still put up, 20 plus to be able to do that for you?
Yeah, I was disappointed in him early, right? Because he had some turnovers that we've had some private conversations on, right? He has to value the basketball and take care of the basketball. And, sometimes he tries to do too much because he's extremely competitive and he believes in himself. But the last thing I wrote on the board was KISS, like keep it simple, stupid. That was like an old thing my teacher used to use or whatever. But it was an acronym where I wanted all of them to understand that. Look, your mind is going to tell you can do certain things after 49 days because you could do it 49 days ago. But if that was the case, the NBA will be full of people like me right now who still think their mind can do what it wants to hit, but it's not like that. And so, he listened and he came back and rebounded the basketball in the second half and got out in transition and really fueled us on the offensive end of the floor.
Thank you, Coach. If any of your guys don't believe of what you did back in the day, I've still got footage of someone at the AC Jordan Arena lighting up Bowie State. So I'll break it out one day for you.
There you go. I appreciate that. We need all that.
Coach, every day you walk into McDougald-McLennan Arena on the underside of the scoreboard, it says protect the nest. You come in here, you pick up the win. It's now 11 consecutive wins against non-conference opponents. But Coach, what was it like playing inside this building without fans?
Weird. Everything about this year is weird. I think we're the poster child for weird in 2021 season, right? Like everything is weird, but it's almost like we're built for it, right? And so, McDougald has a special energy. It's a special feeling, especially when the students are here and the fans are here and everyone's rocking, the DJ, the band, and the cheerleaders and the dance team, but without that, it's really difficult scoring a bucket and no one claps, no one cheers, right? So the instant gratification is out the window. But I told our guys, this game is just like it's the equivalent of a close scrimmage before the season. That's exactly how it felt, right? Only thing, this game just counted. So, such is life. We're going to have to adjust as we go.
You've mentioned CJ Kaiser and Justin Wright really stepping in. If you could talk a bit about him, but also Devin Palmer hit 4 consecutive threes in the second half, 5 threes in this game, 17 points for him. We saw him catching on late in the season from the perimeter last year. You see that continuing for him?
I hope so. If he gets himself in shape and decide, he wants to be that caliber basketball player, people here in their second year, they tend to take a significant jump. And we're demanding of him. And, he's had a tough time conditioning wise. And, if he's going to commit himself, he has to push himself to make himself better. And his talent is God-given talent. He's more than capable, as you saw tonight. So we're going to rely on him heavy, and we need him down the stretch.
And then Justin Wright, 12 points, 6 assists for him as a freshman. It took him a while to get his first 2 points, and he actually got him in with some contact as well in the first half. So what'd you see from him being able to finally break through?
He's the one kid on my team that really loves basketball. A lot of guys, they say they love it, but, love is a verb. You'll see that real soon. But this guy really loves, he eats, sleeps, and breathes basketball, right? And he don't care about the external stuff. He just wants to play basketball. So he was giddy to get back. He was in the COVID protocol for a while. So he was out, but he was just, when can I get back? When can I get back? And so he was just giddy to get back out here. And we knew, he's going to have his breakthrough moment, right? Because he plays so hard, and his game rewards people that plays hard. And so I'm happy to see that for him. I'm happy for him. He brought a smile to his face, and he does what I asked. He's going to be a superstar in 4 years here, and I'm happy for him and his family.
Any further questions? All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you on Monday.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.